I thought the defense was just like the offense. They were hit and miss. We gave up. We jumped off sides a few times. We're not going to allow that to happen. But it was the first day. So.
Did you go longer than expected?
Not my expectations, no. We're going to go until we get it right. So however long that is. All right.
When you stopped them and
that's the beauty between fall camp and those league mandated things in the spring. You know, we can go until we get it right.
How'd that 13-wicket look after?
Who's that?
Odell.
Oh, yeah, he looked good at times, but he's got a long way to go too. I mean, this is the first day for everybody, but it was exciting to have him out there. And what we're getting right now is just a foundation, laying the foundation for everything we're going to do. And that group of receivers is the same way.
Freddie, how about it though when you see him make a couple sideline catches in that first 11-on-11 session, just right out of the gate? How tough is it just to not feel that excitement that you see from plays like that? I mean, you obviously have to keep that even keel as the head coach, but how hard is that not to feel that excitement when you see plays like that?
Oh no, I don't stay even keeled. I get excited when I see plays like that, but I get excited from everybody when I see plays and them doing what they're supposed to do. But it's a bunch of little things right now. It's just continuing to grow, and this is just a starting point, and everybody understands that and knows that.
He said he really felt the love from the fans. What did you think about the atmosphere out there?
I felt like he should feel the love from the fans because they showed it to him. But the thing that separates Cleveland from a lot of places is the passion that they bring to it, to the game, to the practice, on social media and all that kind of stuff. The passion in the Cleveland area for the Browns, or in all Browns fans, is very unique. And I think that was demonstrated today, and it'll probably be demonstrated the rest of training camp. And hopefully we carry that momentum over into the real season.
Hey, Freddie, it looked like toward the end of practice you huddled the guys and talked to them for what seemed like a long time. What was your message?
That's between us. You talking about during practice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's between us.
Is that like something you plan to do every day?
No,
or was it was
just when it's necessary. Yeah.
Were you part of the decision to keep camp open for 15 practices for the fans? I mean, did you want fans to have a lot of opportunities to come out to your camp?
Well, I think, listen, to me, this is my personal opinion. To answer your question, yes. All right. I was asked what practices we wanted to be open. All right. To me, we want as many as possible to be open because that's what our fans deserve. There's a lot of people. It's expensive to go to a football game. Now, I know we're not like a lot of teams, but it's expensive to go to a football game. And there's a lot of fans out there that can't afford to go to a game. So in saying that, they're still a part of this organization and what we're trying to do also. So anytime we can give back to our fans, we'd like to do it.
All right, two things. First of all, he got it maybe as a present, Christmas present or something. He got a new hat.
Yeah.
A dark hat. That's good. Here's the other thing. Do you think he wakes up every morning, pinches himself, and says, "Oh my God, I'm the head coach of the Cleveland Browns"?
No, because he has a high level of confidence and he believes that he, if not was born to do this, was certainly geared to do this a long time ago. But I get your point. I mean, it is a meteoric rise for him in this organization.
And not only that, unlike some of the other new rookie coaches, he's been given a team that's expected to do very, very well. I'm not sure any of the other teams out there are expected to.
Yeah,
some might, but they're not expected to.
He won't be easing into the job. But
no.
The more I think about it, Les, I get that one of the main reasons, if not the number one reason, why he was hired as coach is his offensive mind, and you want his play calling. But the more I think about it, I'd love to see him allow Monken to call the plays, and he be part, of course, of the construction of the game plan.
Right, the planning.
And then on game day, he has the right to refuse any play.
Right.
He has the right to override any play.
I totally agree. The head coaching job in the NFL, let alone for a rookie, there's so many things going on there. Injuries during the game, 2-minute warning, using your timeouts, your challenges, and I just think it's too big a job.
Yeah, and some guys have done it and done it well. I know McVay is that I believe McVay calls the plays for the Rams. I don't.
Yeah, he does.
It seems like he's calling every single play, but I don't know. A guy of Monken's resume and of Monken's credentials, you would think that Kitchens would be like, you know what? It isn't such a bad idea to hand over to him. Here's what with Hue-Jackson. Remember, I hate to bring his name up, but I will in this case. I never understood if Jackson's the great offensive mind. Yes, he has Haley calling the plays, but he has override power on every single call.
Sure.
So if he ever got upset with anything that Haley was doing,
change it.
Just change the play.
Yeah.
You're Hue Jackson, you're head coach, and you're an offensive mind. In the case of Kitchens, if he were to, and no signs that he is, but if he were to give it over to Monken, and there was a 3rd and 3, and in his head, Kitchens is thinking, boy, I really like this play. Monken wants no, I'm the head coach. We're going to run this. Okay.
That's okay.
I mean, no harm, no
that's
foul.
That's okay, but not if he's in control of every play on the docket. I think that's a problem. And I think there's a part of me that says, well, maybe he'll figure it out and give up the coach that play calling duties. But the ego that these guys all have, I'm sure he doesn't want it to make it look like he's considering himself a failure.
That's a point, although I don't even know if it would be failure as much as that he'd be conceding anything now that he's the head coach of the Browns. But you're so right. Today's NFL head coach is tasked with so much stuff. Yeah. Think about the great Bill Belichick, greatest of all time. What does he have? Josh McDaniels. Okay?
Yeah.
He's not egotistical enough to say, well, I'm calling my own plays, even though Belichick's a defensive mind. But he could call his own plays if he had to.
And
but he doesn't.
He's obviously in on the game planning, as you suggested, so he'd be overruling himself, I would think. Although in the case of McDaniels and Belichick, they're like two peas in a pod offensively.
Sure, and I'll bet you, I don't follow the Patriots every day, but I'll bet you that Belichick has overridden McDaniels along the way.
No question, and nobody would ever know it. Coming up soon.